T20 final. Steve Morris, who was turned away from football clubs to focus on athletics. He did. Sixth in the 2016 Paralympics, the story there. But the big story, Michael Brannigan of the United States. He broke the 4-minute mile for the first time prior to the Paras last year. He finished 7th in that men's mile at New York's prestigious Millrose Games. He's also the Paralympic champion. Daisuke of Japan, NAKAGAWA, goes in lane 12. Out wide there, Sylwester JACIUK of Poland, 7th in 2015 in Doha. James Hamilton of Great Britain, he gets a big cheer. The former Paris swimmer for Ireland in the 2014 Worlds in Eindhoven, now runs for Great Britain. Mohamed HERSI of Denmark. Cristiano Pereira, silver at the 2014 European Championships, 7th at the Paralympics last year for Portugal. And here he is, Michael Brannigan, gold at Doha a couple of years back. I was there, I saw it, it was brilliant. Also at the Paras last year in Rio, silver, also in 5,000 metres in 2015. Yamanouchi of Japan goes inside of him to start with. Then it's Poland's Rafal, KORC, fourth just outside the medals in Rio last year. Bronze back here at this stadium in 2012, so he knows what it's like to run here. BRISAY of Canada. And Yuya KIMURA, third of the Japanese who are running in this race. Steve Morris of Great Britain, watch for this cheer. Personal best just under 4 minutes for him. And the man who came 5th at the Paralympics in Rio, VOLUIKEVYCH of the Ukraine. So 12 to start in this men's 1500 metres T20 final. Michael Brannigan, the man to look out for. Will we get another world record? He's already set one this year. Can he do it again? Off they go, the men's 1500 metres T20. And Brannigan there in second place at the moment, just sitting behind Great Britain's Steve Morris. James Hamilton also of Great Britain, as I mentioned, a former Paris swimmer for Ireland, so multi-talented is James Hamilton. But multi-talented on the first up is Steve Morris. He's already out to a 10-metre lead as they come round to take 3 laps to go. It's Morris with Brannigan in there, and also from Portugal, Cristiano Pereira, who's silver at the 2014 European Championships.
3 laps to go. What a huge lead opened up by Steve Morris. It's amazing the inspiration that can be brought from a home crowd. Michael Brannigan well back in second place. On the overlap, Cristiano Pereira, the Portuguese, who finished 7th in Rio. 4th though in the Europeans last year. He's twice been a European silver medalist. Over 1500 metres is Cristiano Pereira. Look at this huge lead. Well, Steve Morris, it's either brave or foolhardy, or maybe both, but will it be successful? Never won a major championship medal, came close in Grosseto last year at the Europeans. He finished 4th in the 800 metres final, 5th in the 15, and he was 6th at this distance in Rio. A race that was won by Michael Brannigan, the reigning world and Paralympic champion, and this year a 4-minute miler. Still a good gap of around 30 metres, but Morris knows there's still 2 laps to go. He can still be caught, especially with the likes of Brannigan behind, and the Portuguese Pereira and the Pole JACIUK.
Well, he's held his form though over 400 metres there, because he's still around the same margin in front. And behind there, it is still Brannigan with Pereira and the Polish athlete Rafal, who finished 4th in Rio last year. But the gap is slightly closed now as the chasing pack move up somewhat. There's a racing forward at the moment. It's Morris out in front who's being caught. Gradually and slowly they're reeling him in with around 600 metres to go in this race, as Michael Brannigan leaves the chasing pack of Pereira and KORC around as well. And Morris is really starting to struggle now. That early burst is really starting to do no good at all. Brannigan, who's coming up on his shoulder, the current Paralympic champion, as he moves around with around 500 metres to go. It's Brannigan who's going to take the lead in the next 10 or 15 metres, and Pereira up there as well, and Rafal and KORC, and the rest, well, they're just chasing at the moment to see how far they can get. Brannigan takes the lead with around 450 to go, and it's Pereira who goes with him. KORC goes with him as well, and Morris has dropped now off the back of that 4. So it is Michael Brannigan who goes around in the main straight with about 350 to go.
Mikey Brannigan of the United States, the reigning world and Paralympic champion, leads the map. Pereira, Portugal in second place. It's Rafal KORC of Poland, who's in third. Morris Brave of Great Britain, but he's dropped down to fourth place. It's all about Brannigan at the moment, and whether the two behind, Pereira and KORC, can reel him in. Brannigan, such a gutsy performer. The new record, world record set in New York back in February of 3:45.50. Not necessarily about records tonight, all about who'll finish in first place. And it's looking like Brannigan for the third major global championship final in a row. Brannigan leads them out, Pereira in second, KORC in third, and Michael Brannigan, the first United States autistic gold medalist in athletics, is going to do it again. Brannigan's the champion. Pereira with the silver, KORC the bronze, a championship record, 3:53.03, with Morris in fourth place, having led for so long. Great win for Michael Brannigan. When he won Paralympic gold, it made the NBC nightly news, and he's hitting the headlines again. He hit the front late on, that's all he had to do. Brannigan, the New Yorker, leading out Pereira and KORC, and for both men, Pereira gets his first global championship medal. KORC, who was the bronze medalist at London 2012 in this stadium over 1,500 metres. So it is again today. Mikey Brannigan's parents delighted. Their boy has done it again.
Well, Brannigan was talking about the road to Rio after Doha, when we saw him over there. And he walked that road, or he ran that road very, very well indeed. He's going to head to Tokyo in 3 years' time, there's no doubt about that. He's young, he's willing, he's able. He is a splendid athlete indeed. He was hurting with around 200 metres to go. You could see his face as he came round for the main straight. He still managed, he had enough to break that championship record. Pereira there in second picks up the silver, and KORC of Poland, they all ran a good race as well. Morris, he went out too quick. Did the man from Great Britain. The adrenaline got to him, the crowd got to him, he went out quick, he saw if he could hold on, he couldn't do it. And it's Michael Brannigan with a championship record who picks up gold.